Barcelona 2, Atalanta 2. It wasn't a terrible game. It was a really bad first half, in my opinion. It was very slow paced. Barca weren't attacking like crazy. They were defending here and there, attacking here and there, and vice versa for Atalanta. I don't want to say boring because it wasn't boring. It was just kind of non-threatening in a way. Look at the shots that we took in the first half. Barcelona only took 3 shots, and in the second half, we took 13. I think that pretty much explains the difference of intensity and focus and drive we had to attack in both halves. We had more possession in both the halves, but when it comes to shots on Atalanta's side, they had 3 shots in the first half, and in the second half they had 5, and 2 of them ended up in goals. Same for Barcelona, 2 of them ended up in goals, but we still had 11 more shots to show for. We were pressing, we were pushing, we were trying to score goals the whole second half. But out of our 100% shots, we converted 21% of them, and Atalanta converted about 60% of their shots. Like it's sometimes games end up like this. This is literally some FIFA type game where one team can dominate the whole game, but 2 or 3 chances from the other team can lead to a goal and kind of reverse the hard work from the whole half, from the whole game. Overall, I'm not disappointed. We officially finished second place behind Liverpool. Now Liverpool and Barcelona had the same amount of losses. Liverpool ended up with 7 wins, 1 loss. Barcelona ended with 6 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. We could have surpassed Liverpool if we just won the game, but it is what it is. I think we're gonna get some reward money for finishing top 3 or top 4 or something like that. But one thing for sure, we do not face Liverpool until potentially the final. We are gonna be on opposite sides of the knockout brackets, so that's kind of a plus if you think about it one way, and a minus if you think about it the other way. Because a lot of people want to see that Liverpool Barcelona matchup, two arguably best teams in the world right now, and it's in demand. People want to see that match, and it's good that if that match happens at all, it's going to be in the UCL final, and that would be one of the biggest UCL finals in like over 10 years. I think. Next up is the draw. The draw is gonna happen on Friday, I'm pretty sure, where everyone from 9th to 24 are gonna be put in the wheelie thing, and then they're gonna take out the names and say who's gonna play against each other. I think, or it's going to go by seeding, meaning Club Bruges last in the qualification group. They are 24th going against 9th Atalanta. So I don't know if they're doing by seeding or if it's going to be randomized. I think it's seeding. I want to be for sure, but I don't know. But it makes sense if it's seeding since we're doing this format. So it's probably going to be seeding. I'll confirm later. You already know some Real Madrid fans are going to be upset. Oh, Barcelona, you couldn't even win. When we need you, you can't win. We can't rely on Barcelona ever. Shut up, bro. Even if Barcelona won and Atalanta dropped points, Madrid at best would be in 11th place. It's not that big of a deal. It was never that big of a deal. The only reason they needed Barcelona to win was so they can rely on Arsenal, Inter, Atletico, Bayern, Lille, Aston Villa, Borussia Dortmund, and Milan, all of them to get a result. So it did not matter what Barcelona did in Madrid's favor. But let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the players, how we played, and everything. So this right here is the lineup that Hansi Flick chose. I will not lie. 2 games in a row where this man has surprised me, where I've been totally bombarded with the lineup that he chose. I wasn't mad. Like I said, I was not mad. I simply did not expect it. So first, I 100% expected Fermin Lopez to start again. If you saw the last video, you know what I mean. This guy had 2 goals, 2 assists. Enough. I think that's enough to give him a start in the following game, no matter what competition it is. But in the 10 position, Hansi Flick started Gavi. Another thing is Frankie de Jong. If you saw the last video, you also know that I said Frankie de Jong had an amazing game, but I did not believe that de Jong would be starting and not Pedri. I said that. So what I meant was I don't think Hansi Flick was going to bench Pedri just to play de Jong, and I was right. The only thing was that de Jong did end up playing, and Casado was the one that got dropped. And I don't want to say dropped in a bad way. Casado needs the rest heavily. I think this guy's played every single game. Maybe not all the minutes, but definitely top 3 in minutes played. And I think he needed a break. He used it. Frankie de Jong did have a good game. I have no complaints. The goals did not come from him being too high or him holding the ball too long. They came from crosses, they came from counterattacks that were out of his control. So I don't blame anything on him. He had a good performance. It says 6.4, but I disagree. I'd give him at least a 7 rating. He wasn't bad. Pedri, I'm not gonna lie. Pedri didn't have the best game. I did not see Pedri today. I didn't notice him today. It was one of those games. Honestly, the first half I was at work, so I was watching the game while dealing with customers, and it was very hard. Barely got to watch part of the first half. I watched the whole second half. Yes, I started watching, you know, better when Yamal scored his goal, but the first half was kind of a blur. Nothing much happened there anyway, but we ended the game 2-2. We have to constantly keep applauding and praising Rafinha and Yamal. These guys are amazing. They're workhorses. They never look like they have a bad game. Rafinha had 2 assists today. Insane. What a player. This guy's the best player in the world, in my opinion. Yamal, top 3 best players in the world. Lewandowski, it was a purple patch. Oh my God. Bro, this guy has not scored in like 5 games. Where are you, bro? Play Ferran Torres if you have to. Why is Lewandowski still starting when Ferran Torres played and immediately had an impact? And then 2 games in a row, Lewandowski showed that he is not doing it again. I'm not mad that we tied, but at the same time, recognize your mistakes, Flick. Recognize them. Because Lewandowski, he has to get benched more often or completely. Ferran Torres did great when he started. Even when he came in today, I saw him more dangerous than Lewandowski. All Lewandowski does is hold the ball and draws a foul and he falls forward. Or drops a CDM and tries to play through balls and tiki-taka when he's like, where's the striker? You're the striker. Go up. You're the striker. But, I'm not here to complain about Lewandowski. That's my guy. I think 16, 17 goals in La Liga. He's still doing decent. He's not completely out of it yet, not even out of the UCL top scorer. I think he's still a UCL top scorer. Oh wow, he has 9. There's no way he has 9 goals in the UCL right now. That's what it says. He has 9 goals. Okay, he has 9 goals in the UCL. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's pretty good. I thought he had like 8, which is it's only one more, but that's still crazy because 9 goals. He's already at 10, and we haven't even reached the knockout stages. Next player I want to talk about, my boy Araujo. He had a solid game defensively. He scored a goal. Obviously, it was a solo open header. Nobody was there. Hello, and nobody was home. This guy just had a free header near post, headed it, boom. And he hit us with the that boy's staying. He's staying. And also after the game, he did say some words. He said that if everything goes according to plan, I want to be at Barcelona for many, many more years. I don't know if that's exactly how the quote went. It's on my phone, and I'm recording on my phone. But whatever, he said that he wants to stay, and I believe him. Like I said, that contract renewal where his release clause went down to 65 mil, it's pretty worrying. But at the same time, I trusted that he's not going to leave immediately. I still see he has passion for the club. I just think he has to catch his stride, get back to where he was, because we know how intense and passionate Araujo is, and I'm looking forward to many more years of this guy. Eric Garcia did end up getting the start. He did have an amazing game against Valencia. I didn't think that it was like insane enough for him to get put on the starting 11, but Hansi Flick saw it differently. And I had no complaints with Eric Garcia. He played good, like I said, solid. Nobody had an amazing performance today, aside from Lamine Yamal and Rafinha. So everyone else was solid. Gavi, it was a 7.0. I saw him making some hard tackles. I saw him like kind of, 100%. This guy's a horse, bro. This guy has that engine. He's always full intensity 100% of the time. So I never have nothing bad to say about Gavi. He did his job. He was putting in tackles. He was putting in his shoulder, dropping his shoulder, doing like some fouls, tactical fouls in general. Gavi was playing decent today. Don't blame him for anything. 7-point rating. I agree. I felt personally like Balde was getting suffocated. This guy had barely any room to run. He did get open in a few times. When we were starting off the game and we were getting pressed and we were trying to get out of that corner. Balde was doing some good passes, good movements, but then later on the game when we got in those situations again, he was getting suffocated, so we kept losing the ball. Same thing with Kunde. Now that I'm saying that, I realized they were really pressing our fullbacks. Kunde was having the same issue. He did get some runs in behind, so give him the over the top balls. Kunde was running for it, trying to put in crosses. He had a decent game. Nothing kind of really connected. So it was kind of iffy, but overall, fullbacks had a tough day. 6.6, both of them. I agree. Kunde with a 7, 6.7. I don't complain. Chesney, uh, he scared me at the beginning when he kicked the ball out. He knew what was gonna happen, so he kicked the ball out. You can't lie, that's smart. The pass wasn't that great. It made him move into kind of space that wasn't available. So I don't blame him for that little ball that he kicked out. But overall, like how many saves this guy had? He had 3 saves. I don't. I stand corrected when I say that. Well, I thought that because he wasn't a ball playing center back that he wouldn't fit this team, but he's not bad. I know he's a beast at shot stopping, but when it comes to ball playing, he's kind of shown me that he's not bad at that. I think if he keeps playing over Iñaki Peña, he will eventually kind of gel, kind of blend in, and we'll have a really good team around him. And I completely believe that. Overall, I'm not mad at the performance. Barca played decent. First half was pretty bad. Second half showed what we can do. Atalanta could not match our intensity. They just had those counterattacks. Barca were dominating possession. They weren't even like low blocking, so it wasn't like a struggle to get in. Barca continuously got in through Atalanta, and we just kept getting shots, getting opportunities. Rafinha created about 4 or 5 chances. This guy is just a baller. I love this guy. I'm sorry if I ever said anything bad about him last season, which I 100% did. But this season really just been a turnaround for him. This guy's the best player in the world at this moment, and the only player close to him, in my opinion, is his partner in crime, Lamine Yamal. And then after that, there's Mbappe and there's Salah. I lied. Salah's up there with him. So is Mbappe, but so is Lamine Yamal. These guys are amazing. Barcelona is really, if they can fix his number 9 situation, whether they bring someone in, whether they mold Ferran Torres, or whether this guy gets his act together and he can kick a ball in the back of the net, we're going to be in a better position than we are right now. Just think of the first half of the season, how we were balling. We need that Lewandowski back because right now he's kind of holding us back a little bit, and I don't appreciate that. I don't like that, bro. You're better than this, so come on, let's go, team. I made some predictions. I didn't edit them into the last video because it was a lot, and I accidentally deleted CapCut, so I should download a new app, and I didn't want to get familiar with an app before I edit a 30-minute video, so I kind of just deleted that half and kept the regular match preview. Well, the results that this league had, like it was some crazy results that I did not expect. Like for one, I really thought Leipzig was gonna get that W. They did not. Milan, they got sharded on 2-1 by Dinamo. They were losing immediately first 5 minutes. Crazy. Madrid won as expected. Bayern won. It wasn't by as much as I thought, but they won 3-1. Leverkusen won. Good. Aston Villa expected. Liverpool lost to PSV 3-2. They were playing like second, third strings expected. I thought they could have tied maybe, but PSV ended up winning. That was a chance. We didn't take it. It's fine. Top 2 is what we were aiming for overall. Same benefits, just a little bit more money if you were in first. But PSG won. The PSG won, I was surprised because there was really good odds, like really good odds. They were like plus 180 or something like that, which was insane. I took that bet without even looking. The only thing that stopped me from winning was Barcelona. And honestly, speaking of bets and speaking of Barcelona, if you took the bet alternate version of putting Barcelona plus 0.5, you made money. You made money. I took it, like I said, if you're feeling a little bit brave, you take Barcelona's money line. If you're not, you take their spread, which was plus 0.5, meaning they can tie or win, and your bet cashes. That happened. That would have won. This one right here would have cashed out for you. But I didn't take that. I lost by a single leg, and that was Barcelona not getting the victory, and on both of my bets. So unfortunately, things happen. That's how it is. But yeah, now for the draw. I think I want to do a draw reaction. I'll probably do it I won't be home. I'll be in Orlando. I'll probably do it from there with the boys. And yeah, I might take a break. I might not. I just started. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I'm happy we did not lose. We're top two. Arsenal right behind us. We're beating them on goal difference. I think it's the same thing with Inter Milan and Atletico. If I'm not mistaken, Inter Milan, Atletico, not Atletico, just Inter Milan, not Inter Milan. Yes, Inter Milan. Yeah, Inter Milan, Arsenal, even on points with us, they caught up because of our tie, and we are above them by goal difference. Inter Milan was never going to be above anybody with that goal difference of 11-1. Now they did score a lot of goals, but they were just at 7 goals overall or 9 goals overall tournament. But it is what it is. That's my reaction. I really didn't enjoy the game as much as I thought I would, but it's Barcelona. I love you guys forever. you know. And I got a game today, so let's get this W and Barcelona. I love you so much. Visca Barca. Vamos!